In this video, we will check if no radio button is selected on form submission. So at this point, if we click on check your answer, it actually calculates the score. So whether this is going to take you to another page or not, we want this to actually give us a proper message saying that, you know, you have not selected all the radio buttons. So let's go ahead and do that. Whether you're doing calculations or not, you can still do this video or demo this, but skip the parts where we are actually calculating the score. So right here, what we want to do is we want to declare a Boolean variable to assume that all radio buttons are selected. So let's call it is all options. I could call it buttons, but I've called it selected, so I might stick to options. All options selected is equal to true. So first we assume that the user selected all of the radio buttons for all questions. Okay, so over here we are checking if the selected answer is, if there's a selection, and if that selection is true. Sorry, is equal to the correct answer. And then over here we are checking if the user's made a selection, but it's not necessarily the right answer. Now we can add a third clause called else. In this case, that's if this selected option is equal to null. So this is the part that you can work solo or by its own if you want to skip these parts. In this case, if there's a selection but it's not the right answer, if there's a selection but it's the wrong answer, but if there is no selection, or if selected option is equal to null is our last case, in this case we want to set this to false. So at any step, so this is a while loop, a for each loop, at any stage, if this is set to false, then it means that not all of the radio buttons have been selected. Okay, now over here we grab the element by its ID, which is the score. Now this could be whatever you like, you can make it error, but because I'm working with a score as well, so I'll keep that. And then over here we want to only display this message to the user if all of them are selected. So if all are selected, can't really, oh no, I got the tab. That's what we want to be displayed. That your score is, I'll get rid of the string concatenation, but actually I'll I'll cut this part and I'll put that in the else clause. I'll make use of it. I'll recycle it, basically. Here, we will say something like, please make sure to answer all questions. Yeah, so that's what we want. All questions. All right, let's look at the this part here, how we want this to be styled. So I'm not sure what that color was, and probably all of this can still be the same for either an error message or not, and just change this also to be red. Okay, let's see what we get for that. All right, if we submit all answers, something is not working, something is wrong. Record error. I'm missing a, let's see what that is. Somewhere here. Cause core element, yeah, I've got a oh, silly. Okay, so if, and I haven't got a bracket there, it's I don't know what I was doing, but definitely looking really messy. It looks okay. Let's check. So please make sure to answer all questions, but if we answer all questions, we get a score. And those colors are changing. The width might be a little bit too extreme. Notice how the clear doesn't really clear out our messages. So let's do that. Clear out our messages. So what we want to do is I would like to grab this and give this an empty string. And also to remove any borders and anything, probably just 0 pixels. Something like that. And clear gets rid of them. Good. I think the width is a little bit too much, so maybe 150. Sorry, I just realized I don't have this. Oh, that's very silly of me. Alright, we got it. Yeah, the display looks really bad, but I mean, at least it's working. You can fix the, I'll get rid of the block, and yeah, maybe just this much. Yeah. Probably give it a wider width. Alright. Okay, I'm being just sort of but yeah, we get the point. So clear now clears it all, but if I've missed out on any of them, so this is only 2, the message doesn't change. But if we answer all questions, this will just sort of take us to the next step. And clear works for both styles, which is good. Alright, so I hope this helps you, and I'll see you in the next one.